Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. I guess that all depends where you're watching from. I'd love to know where you're watching from, and I'd love to know if you're watching live. So if you're watching live, put live down in the comments, but tell me where you're coming from as well. And if you're catching us on the replay, that's great because all the information that we have is as good now as is good in minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, or 3 days. No matter if you're watching us live or on the replay, we still need to know where you're coming from. And look how fast she got in here. You know why she got in here so fast? Because I told her I printed out a whole bunch of jokes to tell you guys while I was waiting for her to get here.
I'm here.
I know you got in really fast today.
I know, but you know what? You're really breaking up your sound. I don't know if it's you or me or Bobby McGee or who it is.
I don't know. Christina's watching. Christina, am I coming in clear for you? She'll let us know.
Okay.
For those of you who haven't seen us before, I'm Tracy Taylor, and I'm coming to you from Alberta, Canada, and this is
Christina Rios Tirado from Northern New York.
And together we are the Chatty Cooks. We can't get it together. We keep trying, so we're going to take turns.
Yeah, so we just take turns.
Okay, Christina. Oh, yeah, she's got us now. Okay, why don't you introduce what we're going to talk about today?
Okay, I know since I got in here quick. What's up with that? That doesn't usually happen. All right, today we're going to talk about vegetables. Okay, I do a lot of vendor events, and and of course I can't cook at my vendor events. So one of the things that I'll give out corn samples, and people are they're like, just eat it like this, and I'm like, yeah, you can eat it like this, but then they're like, well, what else do I do with it? I just eat corn out of the can, and it's like, no, you cook it. You can cook it. You can have a side of corn. You can put it in things, whatever. So today I wanted to show how insanely simple it is to make any side vegetable, just a plain side vegetable, no fuss, no muss. And one of my favorites is asparagus. This is our asparagus. We open it up, and asparagus is expensive when you buy bunches of it in the store. It's and you never know if it's going to be good or not, and you end up throwing out a whole ton by the time you're chopping off the ends and everything else. This is what our asparagus looks like. Isn't that yummy? And you can eat it. I don't like it really out of the can as much. It's really good like that, but I don't snack on it. But what I wanted to show you guys is I have some water boiling, and all I'm going to do is just put a cup, I'm going to do a single serving. You could probably do it with boiling water if you have the water with a kettle, but I'm not fancy like Tracy. I don't have a kettle yet.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Fancy. You don't have a kettle.
I'm not fancy. I could boil it on the stove. Huh?
How do you make tea if you don't have a kettle? Oh, in a teapot?
No, in a microwave.
Okay.
I microwave my water. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
why don't you go do your asparagus, and I'll let them know why asparagus is good for them while you're getting your fancy pot.
Okay, and seriously, all I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go over. I'm going to take a cup of asparagus because that's about what I'll eat. I like asparagus, and I have some boiling water over there. I'm just going to put it in the boiling water, and I'm going to let it. I like mine a little bit mushy. Depends on how people like it, how you like your asparagus. I like mine a little mushy, and then that's it. That's all you got to do. And drain it, and then you got a side of asparagus, just like you would if you just went to the store and got a bunch of stalks and chopped them up. I'm going to boil.
Okay. So Christina's all about the ease and the taste, and today I'm all about the health benefits. So I'm just going to give you health benefits for every vegetable that we show you. Asparagus is high in protein, and it's also a great source of fiber. It does help to regulate your blood sugar. So that the list is limitless. It's very long. I'm just going to give you a few reasons why you should be incorporating these vegetables into your diet. So anti-aging. I'm actually 75. I eat asparagus every day. No, I'm not really 75, but I am this close to 50. And I eat asparagus. You're supposed to say, wow, you had no idea. So asparagus has anti-aging, helps to keep your skin looking young. It's a good source of fiber. It has protein in it, and it helps to regulate your blood sugar.
I need to
So
roll
I
in it.
will. What's that?
I need to roll in it
roll
for
in?
anti-aging. Anti-age.
Yeah, it's a face cream. It's a face cream.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So while Christina's getting younger looking, she's going to actually be 12 by the time we finish this episode. But while Christina's getting her hot water, one thing that I like to do is I like to make homemade V8 juice. So I put all of my vegetables in jars like this, so it's ready to go. And then I just need to whip it up with the bullet. It is much better tasting cold. I like it really cold, so there's ice in there. I know Christina is like, no, thank you. But anybody that juices, your juices are coming out all wonky colored looking anyways. In here, I have red peppers, green peppers, kale, spinach, tomatoes, onions, tomato powder, and celery. I have about 3 cups. So it's going to come down to about well, it was a little bit more. I've been drinking it all morning. But I have 3 cups of vegetables in one jar of V8 juice. And it really is good tasting. I love it. I added a little bit of pink Himalayan salt, and you can add apple or ginger, whatever your taste is. So I'm gonna have a drink. You go ahead. Are you ready?
I am. I'm going to talk potatoes. You say potato, I say potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Okay, and the reason why I picked potatoes today is because we have 3 different kinds of potatoes, but we have 2 main ones, and people get them confused, and I wanted to just clear that up a little bit. So we have 2 different kinds. Our first one we have, I know that Thrive's known for their freeze dried, but we do have some dehydrated items. And our potato, I always get them screwed up. Potato chunks are one of our dehydrated, and there's a difference. And potato chunks, the dehydrated ones, are really great for like stews and anything that you're going to be in soups and stuff like that you're going to cook a little longer. And it already has like liquid in it. Whereas our potato dices are freeze dried. Those are the ones you're going to want to use when you do like the meals in jars. Like I make my cranberry chowder and corn chowder, and I use potatoes in those because those are going to soften up right away. And believe me, I screwed them up in the beginning. I made a potato salad with the chunks, and I was like, why is this crunchy? Because I had them screwed up. So these are, I don't know if you can see them, these are the dices, or the chunks, I'm sorry. These are the chunks, these are the dehydrated. And you can tell because they're hard, okay? And then these, can you see them, are the dices. And the dices are soft, and they will like seriously go to powder when you pinch them, whereas the other ones aren't, they're hard. So that, those are the difference between the 2 of those. So, you'd want to, like I said, one you're going to use for, your meals in jars, stuff you're not going to cook. If you're doing a soup that, you're going to cook the soup or whatever, then you'd be okay using the chunks. But for the most part, any kind of like, if you're just going to be adding hot water, then you want to use the dices because they're going to refresh on you. Now, our last one, and these ones are so easy. And now, one of the things somebody said to me the other day, they were like, oh, your mashed potatoes are bland. Our stuff is not seasoned. There's a few things that are, and it'll say seasoned, but for the most part, all of our vegetables and stuff are just an ingredient of like you got it, you just chopped it up out of the garden. There's no seasoning, so you need to season it to your flavors and your taste. So this is our mashed potatoes, and I know that you have heard us talking about these quite often because we both use them all the time. And they're so simple to use, okay? So I'm going to just scoop some in here. And the thing I love about our potatoes are, if you've ever gone to the store and saw like all the different buds or whatever that they have and you look at their ingredients, it's just garbage. And I don't even know, I can't even pronounce some of the stuff that they put in it. But ours, whereas I have a hard time finding our ingredients sometimes because there's only, see, it's like really small and there's only potatoes. That's it. So when you make ours, the thing I like about them is there is no, oops, I think I just put too much water in it. But like, I don't know. I guess I just remember instant potatoes like when I went to school and stuff, and they would they'd be like translucent or something. Do you know what I mean? Like the potatoes wouldn't be like a thick, hearty potato. And ours are not like that at all. Oh, I thought I put too much. Ours are super simple. And what I have here is I'm just putting some hot water in them that I microwave. You know, I know, gas. And then I also have, I have in a different jar, our butter powder. I love our butter powder. It's great for on the go too. So if you need butter on something, I just plop some of that in there. And then I'm going to put in our chef's choice. Mine's all stuck in the bottom, so I got to smack it for a while. And then I'm going to put in our chef's choice. And now I have my mashed potatoes that are seasoned and yummy, and they have butter and everything else. Potatoes. Okay, go, potato girl.
So potatoes are helpful in reducing stroke and heart attacks. They are great for liver cleansing, high fiber, and very high in vitamin C. They also prevent kidney stones. So I know potatoes often get a bad rap. What are you laughing at?
Huh?
What are you laughing at?
My potatoes. My potatoes are hilarious.
So I forgot to say hi, Vedra. Hi, Ria. I saw you coming on, but she was talking. So thank you. Aaron's all the way over from Northern Ireland. Yay! So potatoes are actually, they do have health benefits. And when you're not adding a whole bunch of other stuff to them, they do have their health benefits. So I'm going to add, for every vegetable we talk about today, I'm going to go back and add 2 or 3 health benefits into the comments later so that you can read up on them. So now you've seen all 3 of the potatoes. We're going to move on to cauliflower. So I absolutely... What's that? Oh, sorry. Did you want to show, or are you going to just eat them in front of people?
I'm going to just eat them in front of people. I said, you're going to move on to cauliflower, but I'm staying here with the mashed potatoes. Okay, great.
Okay, so this is what the cauliflower looks like. Now, I will say this. Every so often, you get a can that's a little darker like this. And I'll get people texting me or calling me saying my cauliflower is brown. That's just part of the freeze-drying process. It's still good to eat. I would eat it now, but I'm talking, so I'll eat it in a minute just to show you. But the cauliflower is great if you're trying to cut back on your carbs. If you're trying to reduce the pastas and the rices and stuff like that, and you want to go to something a little more health conscious. And the great thing about the cauliflower is so many people now are trying to make the cauliflower crusts and stuff like that. So I'm just going to grab a spoon here. I powdered it up this morning. Oh, that's a fork. I powdered it up this morning so that I could show you when you're making cauliflower crust out of cauliflower from a garden or from a supermarket, you have to cook it, then you have to drain it, and then you have to get all of the water out of it before you add your eggs and stuff. Well, I took 2 cups of cauliflower this morning and I powdered it up. So all I need to do now is add either our egg mixture, or I can add just regular eggs from the chickens. Well, that's where all the eggs come from, but. And then I can put that together and I can make a cauliflower crust. Sort of looks like cauliflower. Did you break your teeth? Who is she talking to? Who?
Not me.
I'll break my teeth.
My teeth are good. I'm eating mashed potatoes. My teeth are good.
So that's our cauliflower. I may not have, or did I print out what cauliflower is good for? Cauliflower is good for cauliflower crust. So, what are you laughing at?
You?
Is your house guest awake yet?
Yes.
I think everybody should type in caps really loud to wake up Christina's house guest. Christina's mother-in-law.
She's awake. She just discovered Rick's disgusting coffee maker.
Oh no.
Isn't his coffee maker nice?
Okay.
He cleaned it?
So do we get extra points because we have a third guest?
I know. Is that like bonus points?
Yeah. The next thing that we're going to talk about is, like Christina says, people say, how do you use it? I'm not always fancy dancy. I do a lot of cooking just with my kettle. So I made a little vegetable medley up this morning. I really need to get some glass bowl. You know what? If I wasn't trying to reach over the comments, you might be able to see it. I try and go up over the comments, but I guess you guys can't see the comments in front, right? So in here we have corn, peas, zucchini, a little bit of onion, just a little bit for flavoring, and some red pepper. I melted some butter on top, and then I used Tastefully Simple, not available in Canada, but if you have a friend in the US, they can hook you up, the garlic pepper seasoning. It is fantastic. It was a big bowl when we started. It's not a big bowl anymore, but I would like to tell you a couple of the things that are in there and the benefits. So the bell peppers make your hair shiny and strong. See, shiny, strong, see? It helps control diabetes. It's great for your eyes, and it keeps your skin youthful. So peppers are great for that. And then the zucchini is great for weight loss because it helps keep you full. It protects against infections, and it's excellent for cardiovascular. So really good for your heart and your lungs. And it's your turn. What else you got?
I'm surprised you have any of that vegetable medley left.
Huh?
all morning as we're talking back and forth, she's like, she's got a mouthful of it. And I'm like, you need to show that. Okay. What the heck am I making? My asparagus is boiling.
So really, I know it looks like we're goofing around, but that's how simple it is with our vegetables. You don't have to cook them, you don't have to chop them, you don't have to peel them, and you're not losing any of the vitamins or the nutrients, which is so, so important. Because as we have told you before, and I'm going to keep saying it, the fruits and vegetables you're getting in the grocery store, unfortunately, they've been sitting for a long time. And every day that they are off their tree or their vine or they're taken out of the ground, they start losing their vitamins and nutrients. So your mom always says, make sure you eat your veggies. It would be a really big shame if you're eating all these vegetables and there was nothing in it that was helpful to you. Christina, where did you go again? Oh, Megan, I'll send you all of these. It's also great. Zucchini is one of the things for rheumatoid arthritis. So adding that to your morning. She left. Look at that. She just ditched us. I wonder if she'll come back. I think she went to eat her zucchini. Actually, her mother-in-law is visiting from Puerto Rico, and she got in at about 2 o'clock this morning. So things are a little bit crazy in the Rio Tirado house, but we wanted to come on and talk to you about vegetables anyways. I'm going to show you a couple more vegetables. I'm just going to put my medley down so that I'm not eating anymore. You would like a copy of those too? Absolutely. So kale. Kale is one of the healthiest vegetables that we have. Zero fat, helps to lower cholesterol, reduce the risk of heart attack, helps to clean the digestive system, helps prevent blood clotting, helps people suffering with Alzheimer's disease, helps improve your eyesight. So kale, if you can add kale, add it to as many things as you can. I actually powder it down and add it to the brownies when I do tastings, the kale or the spinach, and no one ever knows. So hopefully Christina comes back, but you know what, if not, it's just the chatty cook. The next thing I'm going to show you is corn. So the sweet corn is fantastic. It is one of the ones that we sample most of the time because when people try it, they are shocked. They expect it to be hard, but it really isn't. I probably can break it down in front of you. So it's really, really fragile like the rest of the freeze-dried food. Oh, she's trying to get on. Let me see if I can get her back on. The corn we use, I use the corn every day. As I've said, my husband takes his soups every day and there's always corn in it. I always joke and say that we don't really eat corn, we just rent it. Christina, I just invited you. Technology, right? So hopefully she's going to come back on. But what does corn do for us? Let you in. I did let you in. Corn delays the aging process. It enhances your skin texture. It's beneficial for pregnant women because it's high in folate. It is good for acne scars. It's got vitamin E in it, and it helps strengthen your hair as well. Hello, John. Are you back from your very long trip? Hopefully you're back, and hopefully we can get Christina back on. The next thing I'm going to show you is the carrots, which I'm going to grab because Christina was going to show you the carrots. The carrots are dehydrated. The reason that they're dehydrated, there, perfect, she's coming, she's coming. The reason they're dehydrated is because during the freeze-dried processing, they turned white. So in order to keep them the orange color that people want their carrots to be, they had to dehydrate them. So they do take a little longer to refresh, but they're great in soups or stews or any of that stuff. I also do have carrots in here. What I did was I put the carrots in first and I added a bit of hot water to them so that they would soften up before I added the rest of my vegetables. So just to let you know what we talked about while you were away besides you. Sorry.
Me out.
We did kale. I didn't kick you out.
Did. I ain't talking to that woman. I'm taking this show over.
Yeah.
Kicked me right out.
Back in. So we talked about kale, corn, and carrots. So
kale, my favorite.
What do you got?
I got asparagus. So I got my asparagus out of the thing. It's not quite as soggy as I normally like it. I like mushy. It's really good. And what I do, I just take our butter powder again, sprinkle that on, sprinkle on some Chef's Choice, stir it up, and it's done. And the thing is I have enough for me because nobody in my family, my husband says that eating vegetables is against his religion. I'm not sure which religion that is, but he won't eat vegetables. He'll eat them if it's in something. But like if I'm like, ooh, here's a yummy bowl of asparagus, he'd be like, woman, that's cause for divorce. So he won't eat those. And
you should tell him that not eating his vegetables might stunt his growth.
You do know he's 5'3", right?
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to go to Panama with you and Rick because John is like 6 foot-ish. And so we always laugh because I have the British Canadian and she is the Puerto Rican American. And there's going to be like a foot difference between the two of them. So that's going to be awesome to.
Yeah. We're just gonna be like a joke, you know, a Canadian, a Brit, a Puerto Rican, and an American went to a bar.
And didn't come out. I'll drive everybody home.
You know, so all right, so I want to show people tomatoes. Can I show them tomatoes?
You can.
Awesome. Thanks, Mom. So I don't like tomatoes, like a regular tomato, slice it up with all that ooey gooey stuff. I don't like that stuff. So I love these because I like stuff like salsa and stuff like that, but I just don't like to put a slice of tomato on my salad or something. I'm like, ugh. So I love these because we put these in a lot of things. And one of the things I love is my daughter will make her tacos and everything, and she would never just eat a tomato. So, but then it's getting them in her body this way. And this is what the tomatoes look like. They're all nice and diced. Super easy to toss in your soup, whatever it is you're using. You can like refresh them and fry them up in some garlic, you know, put them in your tomato sauce for that chunk, whatever. And we need to have an Irish in there. We have to have Irish in there too. We're gonna be a roving bar joke is what we're gonna be. But while I love the tomatoes like that, one of my favorite ways to like sneak it into things where they won't know is our tomato powder. Now, I used to make this myself all the time. I would, I've got a really good dehydrator, and I would dehydrate the tomatoes, and then I would put them in my thingy there, what do you call, not my blender, but my food processor, and then I would have my tomatoes. And I was so glad when I started my Thrive. I'm like, oh, I don't have to make it anymore. I'm the lazy cook. That's what should have been the chatty cook and the lazy cook, because I'm the lazy cook. And this is super great. You can stick it in anything. I put it in my hamburger chowder. I put it in my soups, whatever. I put it in the spaghetti sauce. It's nice and red, and it doesn't have any seasoning. It's just tomato. So it gives you that flavor, even if you don't want to chew the tomato or whatever and have the chunks in it. That's another way to do that. So it's a really, still have the benefits of having tomatoes in your food without actually having to eat a tomato. Because I just don't eat it. I'm not like, tomato. So no. So this is like one of my favorite things. I use this all the time. So that's tomatoes.
Do you know why tomatoes are healthy for you, Christina?
I know. That's why I get them this way instead of eating them on my salad.
Okay, so they are healthy for you because they are good for your vision. They lower hypertension, help to manage diabetes. They counter the bad effects of smoking, prevent gallstones. They're great for your digestion. They help to prevent urinary tract infections like cranberries do, and they reduce cholesterol levels and help protect your heart. So tomatoes are an absolute great thing to be adding to your diet, whether you're adding it in powdered form or whether you're adding it right into the food. If you like the tomatoes, eat the tomatoes. There's tomatoes in my drink.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got next, Christina? Put your spoon down.
It's asparagus, and it's freaking good. Okay, so one of the things that I also tell people, that I think sometimes, with our stuff, people are a little bit bewildered at first, of like not really sure, because like I said before too, it's like people are okay with dehydrated because they're familiar, but they don't realize that they've been freeze dried their whole life. Cereal's freeze dried, and you get any of those and there's a difference though. There's Thrive is a quality freeze dried. Our food is high quality, and it can help so much with just the nutritional value in your your cooking, the stuff that you're not going to get from the store. Besides the fact you don't have to wash or chop it or any of that garbage. So I always tell everybody, even if you don't want to try anything else right now. Am I echoing? I'm echoing for me. The core vegetables, that you use all the time, your onions, your celery, your peppers, your mushrooms, stuff like that is stuff that you use all the time. The carrots and everything. I mean, look at our mushrooms. How nice are those? And they smell delicious. Well, as far as fungus goes, but yeah, look how great they are. And I don't have to like scrub all the dirt and garbage off them either. So that's really good. You scoop and you use as much as you need. But my ultimate, most favorite thing.
No. You have to wait till I tell these people why they should be. So
I'm sorry.
Mushrooms are an excellent source of selenium, which is fantastic for your bladder. Mushrooms are so important for your bladder. They're low in calories, high in iron, high in antioxidants, high in vitamin D, and they are cancer preventing. So it is something, if you can add a couple mushrooms to your diet every day, if you want to put it in there, fine. If you want to put it in with your asparagus or your medley, if you want to throw it into a soup, mushrooms are very, very, very healthy, as long as it's the right mushrooms. If not, you just think they're very healthy. But now, how about I tell them about onions and then you can show them the onions, all right?
No, onions are my favorite.
Yeah, you can show them while I'm talking.
Okay.
You show, I talk.
Okay, you talk.
Okay. So, the health benefits of onions. They boost your libido and sex drive. So make sure that your husband is eating a lot of onions. They reduce the risks of anemia and cancer. They strengthen your immune system. They act as an anticoagulant, so they help to thin the blood. They provide relief for earaches. They prevent tooth decay and oral infection. And they reduce the pain caused by honeybee stings. They give relief to stomach aches and urinary disorders. So obviously, Christina uses the onions a lot. You can tell. You just choked on your coffee. Why? Because I said that. I think that was the libido thing. It says so right here on the organic facts form. Libido, sex drive.
Can I ask a question? And it's a weird one, and you're probably gonna think I'm really gross for asking this.
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking
Okay.
my goose.
Well, sometimes we ask our viewers questions.
This is true.
Don't need to know you, but it's hard for the two of us to talk to add extra people in chatting. But how about you ask everybody?
Everybody. Okay. Well, no, because people are gonna think this is really weird because this is something my husband I always tell him this. I said, you always know when you have good asparagus. No, I want you to answer too.
Yes,
You always
your
know.
piece.
It makes your pee smell. And he's like, and he won't eat asparagus. And he's like, what? And I'm like, it does. And I don't know why. Do you know why?
I will find out and I will get back to you. Obviously, it's one of the minerals in that reacts with. Yep. I'll find out exactly.
I'm like, just eat one piece. One piece will make it work. He won't do it.
See, I'm like, some people have television. Christina tries to get her husband's urine to stink.
Yeah. You know, we have long, cold winters here. I got to do something.
Well, see, we're in trouble because we're going to get like cleaning bills because Erin spit out her tea, Rhea spit out her coffee. Everybody's spitting out their liquid. No.
And you know what? Our husbands don't find us amusing at all.
I know.
I'm like, I'm freaking hilarious. I'm like, I don't know what his problem is.
I think you're hilarious.
I think you're hilarious. You know,
I am hilarious.
They have no sense of humor. So yeah, so back to your onions. Onions don't make your pee stink though.
No, but they make you randy. Oh.
They make you randy.
Yeah.
Who needs Viagra? We have onions.
Here you go. Here, it's a wedding gift.
Yeah, there we go.
Wedding gifts.
Well, we have one other kind of onion too. We have our green onions. And I love our green. Well, I don't know. I showed you. You can see that my cans are, you know, my cans are very well used. I go through onions like crazy. These are the sliced ones, so they're bigger. And then you can see down the bottom here, I've got powder. It's kind of like stuck on the top. Can you see that? I save all that. I have a can on my fridge that's like vegetable dust. And then I save that for like fruit bases and stuff. Or fruit bases, soup bases. Yeah, I put my onions in my soup. I love them that much.
Well, that's okay. Megan just said her husband's pee smells like sugar puffs.
Like,
I think it was Megan. It scrolled up so fast. Sugar puffs.
I love Megan. Oh my gosh.
Megan, you shouldn't be watching. You shouldn't be watching the Chatty Cooks. You need to go get packing because we need you in Panama, girl.
And so these are the chopped onions. Okay, so it depends on how much you love onions, but they both smell great. And then whenever I used to buy green onions, they always get bad and slimy within like a day of being in your house. These have been open for like I don't even know how long because I don't really use them that often, but they're always there. It's kind of they kind of look like our chilies, which I love as well. Well, the chilies are a little more square, and then the onions are hollow looking, and the chilies are. Okay, what are you doing now? Broccoli?
No, chilies. I'm just trying to keep up with you. Okay, so the health benefits of green chilies. They are, again, rich in antioxidants. You see the pattern, right? Mama said, eat your vegetables. The word antioxidant didn't get thrown around when we were like 3, but that's why. Anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, help with digestive health, improve visions, rich in calcium, and they help to soothe the respiratory system. So if you have a chest infection, bronchitis, pneumonia, any of that stuff, increasing your peppers, good thing. And they also aid in weight loss because they help speed up the metabolism.
Well, I need to eat those by the spoonful.
Yeah, but you can't like have chocolate coated chili. That just doesn't work.
You don't know that. You don't know me.
You know what? When I went to Mexico, they had chili chili chocolate. Like it was chocolate bars with chili peppers in it. So it was like really spicy. And it was dark chocolate. So I bet that would be very tasty.
Dark chocolate and stuff. They do put like, I've seen where you can put like cayenne pepper and stuff like that in it. So you can. Hi, Beth. Beth's out in her RV. She's thriving out in her RV. So yeah, you can put, I don't know. There's some things I just don't.
If you have onions, you need curtains. Onions and curtains.
Yep. Yes, onions. Well, you know what? When I first started with Thrive, I had my onions and I didn't have very many, and I had like only one backup, and they ran out of onions. And for those of you that don't know, when Thrive runs out of something, they don't just source it someplace else. They will, because they have vetted our growers so well that they will wait until that's in. So you just kind of got to suffer until it comes back in. Well, I ran out of them. Oh, she's going down in the basement again. I ran out of them, and my mom ran out of them, and she's like, "Oh, can I have some, your backup?" I'm like, "Heck no, you're not having my onions. I don't know how long this is going to be, So after that, I was like, "Oh, this is never going to happen again." So I probably have like 30 cans of onions down in my basement right now, in case, I don't know, in case there's like an onion drought and they never have onions again, or Thrive says, "Oh, guess what? We're discontinuing onions." I'm set.
I know, and you know what? For those of you who've been with Thrive for a while, or know about people that have been with Thrive for a while, we half jokingly say that it's black market. So when things go out of stock, the people that have it won't use it. I took my coconut to Aruba with me last year, but as I was flying there, I got wind that they were out of stock. So I was taking pictures of the coconut everywhere in Aruba, like on the palm trees and on the lawn chairs and everywhere. I even got like the Aruban police to hold my coconut, my pineapple for photos. And I set it down, and just as I did, the wave came in and I dropped my phone and grabbed the coconut. And my husband said, "What did you just do? You dropped your phone in the ocean." I said, "Honey, I can get a new phone as soon as I get back to Canada. I have no idea when I'm going to get another bag of coconut." So yeah, we protect our Thrive when it's out of stock.
Yeah, because and it's like, well, it's like when it's out, I'm like, ugh, it's frustrating because it's out. But I like the fact that it's not like, a lot of big box stores where they're like, "Oh, well, we're just going to source it over here then, or we're just going to get it from here." Or when you see packages that now a lot of packages will put where they source it from, and they'll have like 8 countries, so it could have come from any one of those or from all of them, So I really like the fact that they will only use our distributors that they have vetted. So that's, so even when I was out of onions and I was really, really sad and I had to chop a friggin' onion, that was not, pleasant. And because I haven't chopped an onion now in about 2 years. So, and I don't ever plan on chopping one again in my life. So what are you doing now? Celery? I got celery. But you know what? My celery's almost gone. So I only have, like, seriously, in my can. That's it. So celery, because she's going to tell you about health benefits. I love our celery, and I use it. The only thing is, I will tell you, some people like when you make, there you go, when you make like chicken salad and stuff, like the crunch of regular celery, and you're not really going to get that. So I will tell you that, but I don't mind because I actually chop, these pieces are too big for me in my chicken salad. So what I do is I chop these up first. I just kind of, and then toss them in there. I like littler pieces, but it all depends on what you like. So.
You know what I like the benefits of celery.
I knew you would.
Celery helps to calm your nerves. It aids in digestion, relieves arthritis, anti-inflammatory. It assists with migraines. So celery powder is great for migraines. Lowers your blood pressure, maintains healthy brain, and it can help break down kidney and gallstones because it prevents the calcium deposits in your body. Celery, this isn't on the sheet, but celery is also one of those things that it takes more calories to burn than put in. So celery is negative calories because your body has to work so hard to break it down. So celery is a good thing to add into your daily diet if you are trying to lose a little bit of weight because your body has to work to break it down.
So you know what? Oh. So, usually Tracy's stressing out because I'm a fly by the seat of your pants kind of girl, and Tracy's not. So she's always munching on celery to help calm her down before she goes live with me.
I have celery in here.
Yeah, she needs it. So you know what?
Tell me, then I'll know.
You know what I am going to do? I think everybody should have to try the onions. So I'm going to give a can of onions on our next broadcast on Tuesday. Everybody, I'm going to open it up to replay watchers. Anybody that comments below is going to go in a drawing and get them a pantry can, you know, because I'm not that fancy, of either the sliced or the chopped onions. You get to pick. Okay,
so I will match it. I will match it for everybody that shares it.
Ooh.
So you share it.
So there's two cans of onions up for grabs for our next broadcast. Yeah. Okay, I'm running out of veggies here. I do have spinach. You have spinach? Do you have something healthy about spinach? Whoops, I just dropped it in my asparagus. And in my tea. Is tea healthy? Is spinach healthy in your tea?
I don't have spinach printed out, but I will make sure that I add it onto the post as well.
Oh, see? Spinach. I like to put this in like artichoke dip and all sorts of stuff. You can eat it out of the can, but I'm not about eating it out of the can. That's not my thing. And I'm out of veggies now. That's all I got.
Okay. So I have green beans. I'll just go through these really quickly. I'm not as chatty. Green beans, they look exactly like green beans. They are in my medley as well. So green beans will help boost the immune system. They aid in managing diabetes, help to prevent colon cancer, prevent bone deterioration and osteoporosis, and they help with constipation.
Oh, goody. So if you combine your asparagus and, you know, and your onions for your aphrodisiac
And then one more that is one of my favorites. My can was down to the powder, so I opened a new one just to show you and to show you how full some of them come. Sometimes the cans come, the food is down to here. Again, another message I get from people. My can was only like 3/4 full. Sometimes my cereal box is only 3/4 full. They measure it by weight. It settles. It does break down a little bit. So if your can is lower to about here, there's probably more powder in the bottom. So you're going to use it for something. So this is what the butternut squash looks like. See, I was going to put it in my mouth, but I have to talk. So butternut squash boosts the immune system. It helps with gastric ulcers, improves bone and eye health, helps with managing diabetes, helps with blood circulation, reduces the risk of lung cancer and emphysema, and it is great for asthmatics. So that's the butternut squash. And then I'm going to do the peas, and we will be, I think that will be, we didn't do peas yet? No. Did we do peas?
No. Is that all our veggies? Have we done every veggie?
I can't remember. So the peas prevent stomach cancer. They are a good source of protein. Can you see the peas? Look, you know what? The words are all in front of me, so I'm trying to go up over the words, but I forget you can't see them. They have protein in them, anti-aging, high in energy, high in fiber, and they are an immune booster. So I'm in a gas station waiting for John to come back to the truck holding 3 cans of Thrive. Onions? Onions back?
There you go. Start passing out samples back. Just out your window. Sample.
I'm looking on my shelf. I don't think we missed any, but if we missed any that you guys can think of, throw it down in the comments below, and I'll make sure that we post a picture of what it looks like, because we do have all of the vegetables. Megan, you're still here. Are we missing any vegetables? Megan will let us know. She knows everything there is to know about Thrive. Oh, we didn't do broccoli, did we? Did we do broccoli?
No, we didn't chop a broccoli.
Do you have broccoli?
I don't have broccoli.
Oh, I have broccoli.
Beets. Yeah, the beets are snacky.
Yeah, I love broccoli because my youngest loves broccoli. So every night when we do whatever meal we do, if the vegetables are not part of the meal and we're adding the vegetables, we do not do beets, Brenda. We have beet snackies, but we do not do beets yet.
Yet.
And he picks broccoli every time he gets to choose a vegetable. He loves the broccoli. So again, it looks like broccoli. And it refreshes super fast. Just pour the water on from the kettle, or you can boil it, or you can add it into stuff. It is beneficial in helping to prevent cancer as well, removes toxins and free radicals from the body. It helps strengthen your immune system, helps to maintain your healthy heart, provides relief from stomach disorders, and it helps to maintain your healthy, young-looking, glowing skin. And, shocking, you can put it in your V8 juice. So if Megan doesn't come back and tell us that we've missed any, I think we've got most of them. If we did, you guys will let us know and we will drop it. You drop it in the comments and we will send you a picture as well. We will also give you the health benefits. And I will make sure that all of these are up on the Chatty Cooks as well. So head on over there and you can see the benefits of all the vegetables that we have. I think that's all that I have to do.
Okay, and so remember, anybody that comments on here, even if you're watching the replay, make sure you put #replay. But let us know you were here, make a comment, whatever. Everybody's going to be entered into the drawing for some onions. And she's going to, and if you share it, because we can see when you do, you'll get into another drawing for some more onions. And do you want to tell them what we're doing next week?
Next week, we are doing a week of Halloween. I'm so excited. I know. I'm going to be like in full gear and she's going to have a shirt on that's orange.
Oh, well, it's better that I have a...
And she froze. Now she's Elsa.
It's better that I have a shirt on than not have one on. Today I had to put pants on because I had to walk across there. Normally I don't have to do this with pants. So
Monday, Tuesday, Christina's going to join me Wednesday for Workout Wednesday Halloween edition. Thursday and Friday, every day at the same time, we will see you here in costume. Every day we're wearing a costume.
She does this to me. Like, can I just say this? This is what she does.
No.
Talk about stuff. And then all of a sudden, when we're live and I can't back out, she's like, by the way, guess what? She's going to dress up every day.
Costume. You want to see Christina in costume, don't you? You guys, come on. Back me up.
I'm going to dress up as Tracy one of the days.
What does Tracy look like?
You. I want to dress up as you. I'm going to be Tracy.
I'll dress up as you.
Okay.
Can I borrow some makeup from somebody?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
I know. So, yeah.
So
we'll see how it goes.
We will be here next week at 12 o'clock Christina's time, 10 o'clock my time, whatever time it is your time, we will be here.
They're going to be shorter ones. They're not going to be really super long like this. We had a lot of vegetables to talk.
Yeah. So they're going to be really short next week, or, well, we say that every week.
I know.
But we will. We will keep it to 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops, and then you'll be out of here. Anyways, that's all I have for today. So from Alberta, Canada, I'm Tracy Taylor, and this is
Christina Ristorado from Northern New York, where it's 36 degrees. And we are the Chatty Cooks.
Have a good day, everybody. Have a great weekend.